Hi, yesterday I just found out the hypocrisy of big influencer Chen, a YouTuber. Now I want to share with you how she is being a hypocrite. The context of these videos is she really upset and outraged over a hospital that performed trans surgery to a minor or a child.
I'm okay with profit existing in the healthcare industry because I think it is important to drive innovation. However, when we are talking about medical procedures that aren't even necessary, but on top of that are actually harmful to the patients, the idea that doctors would still be interested in pursuing those routes simply because of profit is, I'll just go right ahead and say it here, pure evil.
Okay, she said she is okay if hospital making money, but if surgery a minor or a child and it's unnecessary just for money, it's a pure evil. Then why 2 or 4 years ago you tweet about how you underestimate circumcision? Circumcision also for money. It gives a huge number of money to the hospital, and it's also unnecessary. Why? Because non-sick, healthy underage boy being forced or being pressured to follow an unnecessary surgery which violated his penis, and because of circumcision, underage boy nudity easily exploited everywhere at internet. Now I will read some of her tweet on circumcision years ago. Thank goodness that headline is fake news. No head to the circumcision conversation. But there is other thing I rather hear these two talk about. They were really just talking about circumcision. No UBI, no Medicare for all, college tuition price. What are your thoughts on the WHO's effort to encourage voluntary male circumcision to prevent HIV? That is definitely a huge problem. But if voluntary male circumcision can reduce the risk of HIV by 60%, isn't that good? And somebody say, how about reducing the risk of HIV by 100% by not having sex with HIV infected people? And she replied, good idea, I will go tell all the Africans to stop worrying about HIV because we have just solved their problem. Satiring face. Now the African tweet one, you doesn't state whether the male is a man or boy, because at Africa boy circumcision exists too. Now you not make a clear specification on your tweet because you doesn't care about boy circumcision at Africa too. Then about debate between two big persons where there is a rumor about debating on circumcision of boy on American hospital or UK hospital. And on your tweet you clearly doesn't care about boy circumcision or infant boy circumcision at UK or USA hospital. You even make jokes or make a laugh when there is a people who against circumcision. Isn't it make you also a pure evil if I borrowing your argument? Oh, and yes, there is a study that says circumcision doesn't prevent HIV on Africa. Okay? But you doesn't check the reality, and you just keep encouraging circumcision or sexual abuse towards underage boy because you doesn't give a shit, right? While about the trans surgery issues, you subjectively mad because it involved a girl. That is why you also doesn't give a science article or study article. You just keep saying that I know this is harm without any backup because you dislike it. It involves a girl.
Don't care what a child tells you. No, they're not actually the opposite gender, and no, they're not able to consent to doing something like chopping off their breasts or going on hormones that will change their bodies irrevocably, or even getting hysterectomies. And I feel like better than anybody, doctors should understand the seriousness of these procedures. So the fact that there are still medical professionals who are supporting these things and actually pushing them, I think it's really just a great demonstration of the fact that intelligence and morality are two different things. As Dr. Peterson puts it, you can be an evil genius son of a bitch. Smart people are not necessarily good people. And
as you can see here, she talked about child couldn't consent on trans surgery because it involved a girl, right? But her tweet state the exact opposite mentality when it's about circumcision. Infant boy or boy who being circumcised couldn't give consent to, but her tweet very relaxed about circumcision and doesn't care. Also, if it is involve a girl, Lauren Chen will say the doctor is smart but evil at the same time. But if it is circumcision of boy, look, the doctor say it reduce disease, so we must believe it. Hypocrite.
not only are they performing these immoral procedures on children, but they're also actually bullying any of their colleagues that aren't comfortable with it. It's a great look for Vanderbilt Hospital. And as bad as all of that is, wait, Matt Walsh is still not done. Just absolutely
You said trans surgery on child is immoral and evil being pushed on child. Yet, on your tweet, you support or doesn't care about boy circumcision, even if it is immoral and pushed on child too. About bullying, this is really hypocrite because at your tweet, you bully a person who against circumcision and you laugh. By the way, I need to explain something. Okay, there is type of female genital mutilation that is like same like the circumcision, and there is also numerous cases where underage boy getting disabled or even die because circumcision do harm. Okay, but so you couldn't just pick the type C or type B of FGM to show the harm of FGM while ignoring the circumcision which can done harm towards boy.
Big red flag that yes, this hospital is being driven by ideology and politics rather than just medical concern for their patients. There is no reason why an activist, someone who has no medical experience at all, needs to accompany a patient to a medical appointment with a...
I think about ideologies. You alone push the Asian modesty type of feminist or religious ideologies by perfectly okay and silence towards circumcision of boy.
Confirming once more that yes, Vanderbilt Hospital will in fact perform double vasectomies on minor girls.
See, she keep talking about double vasectomy on minor girl. She seems very upset because it involves a girl. While if it is only involve a boy like circumcision, you can see her tweet opposite reaction.
Response to our investigation, they do not specifically deny anything in my report. Their only defense for drugging and mutilating kids is that their parents allegedly consent to it. That's all the confirmation you need. So yes, this stuff is happening. Children are being mutilated right under our very noses, but thankfully...
Why oftentimes if it is about FGM or this trans surgery involve a girl, they always laugh if people say they have parents' consent. Yet, on the other day, if it is about boy circumcision, they also talk about parent consent. Underage boy being mutilated too at circumcision. Even worse, there is many photos on internet where nurse sexually harass underage boy, and because it on circumcision even, people been clouded by mantra what it must be just circumcision. Okay, and by that never enter a study which can increase the rate of female predator, especially remembering circumcision happened at many cities since World War II.
If there's a silver lining to this story, is that it looks like finally someone is going to take action to stop the monsters responsible for this.
Yeah, and thank you to Lauren Chen and Matt Wells for doesn't care about circumcision. Even Lauren Chen bully people who against circumcision on Twitter. Then isn't it you are a monster too for supporting circumcision on your tweet? And we need somebody to talk to against circumcision.
Tennesseans do not want this barbarism in our state. We will put a stop to it. Amen to that, Matt Walsh. Okay, so what we need as conservatives to do is propose these bills everywhere, every single state.
Yeah, trans surgery of minor girl will perish the moment they exist. While circumcision, even if happened at many cities since World War II, it still exists. Just prove that boy is the main subject of victim in this kind of issues. Because Lauren Chen is very hypocrite. On her tweet of circumcisions, we can see how she relaxed, doesn't care mutilation of boy, okay, doesn't care if underage boy nudity easily been spread because of this. And also, she even mocked people who against circumcision. Now because it happened to a minor girl, like, oh, we must spread this awareness, somebody must take action to stop it, like you see on the videos. Such a hypocrite, you Lauren Chen. And she is a proud hypocrite, you know. She played double standard and very proud when talking and very confident.
Pose these bills everywhere, every single state, force leftists to defend the practice of mutilating and drugging children. Because once more, you're going to have a lot of leftists denying that this is even happening, but hey, here's the thing. Let's expose to the entire world how extremely evil and insane the progressive left is while simultaneously protecting children. It's a win-win position. And of course, with that being said, because being anti-child mutilation and sterilization is a winning topic,
She seemed hate leftists so much. You know, every time at her videos, she talk about leftist, bashing a leftist. But I also want to criticize and bashing Asian modesty type of feminists like her. Okay? If at your videos you love to use force word, then I also can say I must force Asian modesty type of feminists to stop being hypocrite, okay, and to stop promoting circumcision. I will force people who support circumcision too, right? But of course, Chen on the other day will say like, be open-minded. You have no right to force anybody.
You're gonna be mad at something here. Why not be mad at what the hospital is doing? Like, is the problem in the situation that children are being mutilated, or is it that Matt Walsh is talking about children being mutilated? And it's just so bizarre that they would even think to tag the FBI for Matt Walsh reporting.
Okay, by the way, I have checked several of her videos. She doesn't talk about circumcision, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, because she make millions of videos, right? Maybe she talked about circumcisions once in a blue moon 10 years ago, okay, and now she just focusing, keep talking about FGM or trans surgery that involve a girl. Who knows?